Hello everybody, how are you today? Today I will demonstrate the basic commands, few of very useful commands of SPSS, which is a quantitative analysis software. So I will go through different commands and I will use a generic data to demonstrate. First I will tell you how to recode variables with the different techniques, and then I will also cover the select cases command as well. So stay tuned, and here is the method.
Okay, let's go to create new variable and recode the variables. So we will discuss two different ways of recoding variables. The first one is recoding into a different variable. The second one is transforming through visual binning. So let's start with the first one. Okay, so for instance, we want to create age group new variable, because this variable has got 12 different categories and it is hard for us to analyze all of them. So for larger data sets you actually make smaller number of categories or values. So as you see that in first category the people are from 15 to 19 years of age, and in second one 20 to 24 years of age, so and so on. So 12 categories. So we will divide them into three categories. The first category we want to create is from 15 to 34 years of age. So let's write them down so we can actually remember them. The first category will have 15 to 34 years of age people. Okay, so this is the value from 1 to 4. So just write 1 to 4. The second category we will create will have the people between 35 to 54 years of age. 35 to 54 years, and that makes the category from 5 to 8. And then the last one, third one, will be the people above the 55 years of age. So all people are included in this category above, who are above 55 years of age. So above 55 years, and this is actually the categories 9 and onwards, 9 and above. So just to remind. Okay, let's go, and there are two options for this command. One is recode into same variable and the other one is recode into different variable. So we will choose this second command, recode into different variable, because if you click this, if you use this command, recode into same variables, it will actually change the existing variable and you can destroy your data set, and because you don't remember after a few weeks that you have changed this variable. So it's better to create a new variable. So use this option for recode into different variable, click it, and this window will open. So just drag that variable which you want to create into the window, and then can you see this question mark? It is because you have to give the output variable name. So in the name you can give this new age group. Don't put spaces or any other symbol there because it will not accept that, but in the label you can actually put spaces or any other thing you want to put. Don't forget to press change, and when you will press change, this question mark will be replaced with the new name. Yes, it's here now. Okay, after this just click on old and new values and this window will appear, and in this window you can see two different values, the old value and the new value. old value is the existing value under this variable, and the new value is the value you will give it to it. So the first value is from 15 to 34 years of age was 1 to 4. So we can either use less than 4, this option, lowest through value, and we will put 4 here. So it will take all the values under the 4. Or either you can actually use the range from 1 to 4. So it will take all the variables from 1, all the values categories from 1 to 4. So let's take this lowest through values. So you will put number 4, and this will be our first value. Don't forget to press add, and it will show here. So our second value was 35 to 54 years of age, and this will be 5 to 8. So let's use this option for range. So 5 to 8 will be our second category. Press add. Now you have third category, which is above 55 years. So 9 and onwards we will use this option, range value through highest. So I will put 9 there, and this will be our third category of that variable. Press add and press continue, and then press OK. So all is good, and we can see this new variable will appear here. But when you take the frequency table of this new variable, you can see that it is showing only the numbers, number 1, number 2, number 3. So you don't know which value is this, what's the label of this value. So just go back to your data set, and under values you just give them some value. So number 1 was, just recall the number 1, which was 15 to 34 years. Give it some label, press add, and number 2 was 35 to 54, and number 3 was above 55. Press OK, and now take the frequency again for the same variable, and now you can see the names of variables, the labels of those categories under the variable. Previously it was showing like this, number 1, 2, 3, but now it is showing the names, the values, the labels of those variables. I hope you understand the phenomena, and if you still confused about how to recode the variable, you can just send me an email, or just raise your hand during the lab, and I will come over to you to help you out. Okay, so next is to recode variable through visual binning. The difference between those two different kind of commands is that you can, with the help of visual binning, you can only recode the variables which are the scale variables. If you go back to your data set, you can see the scale variable here, this, and this, and these ones. So let's record usual hourly wages. And you actually go back to transform, and then you will see this visual binning command there. And just drag, which one was that? You can see only the scale variables here. Okay, there you go. Press continue. Okay, so this window will open. This is the main window of visual binning. Here you can actually give the new name of hourly earning, binned variable, the new variable. So hourly earning new, and then you just create the cut points of equal cut points. Like, you don't know what's the range, but if you take the frequency table you can actually see the range. But just create the cut points. That's the easiest way of doing this. If you want to create 3 different categories, you will put 2 cut points. It will create 3 different categories. Or if you want to create 4 different categories, then just put 3 there and it will create 4 categories of 25% of each. So let's create 4 categories for this variable. Press apply, and you can see actually it has divided this into 4 different categories. The first category is under $15 per hour. The second category is between 15 and 21.37. Then the third one is 21.37 to 31 point, or 21.37 to 31.73, and then above 31 is in the fourth one. Okay, the good thing about visual binning is that you can actually put the label under $15 and then 15 to 21 and then 21 to 31 and 31, or maybe above 31. Okay, another thing I will tell you that you can actually change the values from here by just dragging cursor here and there. So if you are not satisfied with this one, like you want to excuse me, give the round figure, so you can do that by double click on it and just give the number, like for example 22 and maybe 30 or 32, and that's it. You can say that it's 15 to 22 and then 22 to 32 excuse me, and then 32 and above. Okay, so as you change values from here, it will change there as well. Okay, now you press OK. After you have created these categories, you press OK, and then it will say that binning specifications will create one variable. Press OK, and then you can see there is one more variable appear here. Take the frequency table of the new variable, which is here, and you can see there are 4 categories there. Under $15, 14,468 people who are earning less than $15 per hour, and there are 13,549 people who are earning between $15 to $22 per hour, and so on. And you can see the missing values as well. So 50,000 are missing values because you are actually checking the earnings of these people. So all the people who are below the age of 15 were excluded. That's why, and some other people who don't want to show their earnings, or they are unemployed, or some other thing, like they are not working, or they are on government aid, or getting some kind of insurance claim or something like that. So they are not employed, they are not earning. So they are all included in this missing values. Anyway, so these two types of recoding variables. So just repeat them and do some practice.
Okay, so thank you everybody for watching this video. And if you have any questions related to these commands or these techniques, just let me know. Or you can even comment just below the video and I will get back to you. Thank you and stay tuned. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.